Greetings and welcome to Nathan Nile Official. If my breathing sounds weird, it's because I have a cold right now. It is just a cold. Don't worry about it. I'll be fine with a day of rest. I just ordered some pizzas. I've got some soup, but why eat soup when you can have pizza? Especially since I have a coupon that's about to expire, and this is my last day to use it. You don't throw away free, especially when that free is an entire pizza. So, I want to talk about January. What's going to happen then? Well, the thing is, in January, here's what happened. 2 years ago, the pandemic kind of fucked everything up. And I was putting comic books out. I put a pause on it. And I gave myself, well, at first, I just wanted to build up my bank account a little bit, which I've done soundly. It's not quite where it was at its peak, but it's been steadily growing. I have some give. But honestly, the pandemic scared me because I had been saving money. Then I decided I'm going to publish books. I'm going to pay artists to put my comic books out. And money disappears fast when you start spending it. And then the pandemic happened, and I barely got through that. Because, before I started getting paychecks again, my bank accounts got down to basically $1,000 between two accounts, which, that's about a month to live on, with a little bit of change, maybe. So I was on my last leg before I got this job, so I wanted to be sure that I had room just in case. Because shit happens, oftentimes beyond our control. And I like having a nest egg, just in case. But here's the thing. It's been a year and a half since then. And now that I have enough money to put the comics out, I kind of don't want to. It's weird. I enjoy being creative. I enjoy the creative process. I don't enjoy having employees. Although technically they were independent contractors, but we'll worry about the little details some other time. The point is, it's not that I don't want to pay someone. It's just that I don't want someone who works for me. I'd rather have a collaborator, someone with the same vision who can work with me to bring this to life. So I'm not as enthusiastic about starting one right now. So the comics will continue to be on hold indefinitely. However, when they come back, I actually kind of have a new direction I was planning to go in. Basically, I actually wrote a multiverse storyline for Oscar. It's supposed to go at the very end of his story. But I've been thinking about it because something I've known for a long time is that unless I live a very long time and find some way to find, maybe not even immediate success, but relatively quick success, I might never see the end of his story, which means the world will never see the end of his story because his origin story is 13 books. Season 1, roughly approximately 40 books as of right now. No, not 40, 60 actually. Yeah, 60. There's 7 seasons, which I haven't written past season 1. I mean, I kind of have it all planned out, but actually written down is a completely different thing. So there's a lot of detail work that needs to be done. But if those are about the same length, not to mention all the spin-offs and side stories, and then after his main story, there are sequels. There are a couple of one-off stories, and then we jump to following his kids and their lives as teenagers, and even doing a monthly comic, it would take 40 years to get through Oscar's entire story as I've got it planned in my head right now. 40 years. It's a long time. So part of me's thinking, what if we just do the ending right now? You saw the beginning, and now you see how it ends. And then, you know, you can use your imagination to fill in some major details. Because, like, if I'm not going to be able to do the entire thing anyways, why not do it out of order, you know? And especially, and part of the reason for that is because I wrote a new storyline. Oscar's story, for the most part, it was finished by the time I turned 21. And everything since then has just been editing for improvements and, tweaking here and there. But the story is pretty much set in place. And then, Spider-Man Far From Home. Now, those of you who have followed this channel regularly for years should remember me gushing about that movie. But there are things wrong with it. And honestly, I've been thinking that, you know, if I had to choose one job other than like owning my own company, it would probably be working for like Marvel, coming up with storylines for like the multiverse and the what if department. Because I feel like they're not doing enough with that. Because infinite universes means infinite possibilities. Like for one thing, every time every time someone ejaculates, there's an equal number of male and female zygotes. So it's literally a 50-50 chance of it being a boy or a girl. So why is it that in every universe where he exists, Peter Parker is a straight cisgendered white man? I mean, because if there's an infinite number of universes, there's got to be at least 40% of them where Peter Parker is a girl, maybe named Penelope Parker. I mean, Spider-Man has existed for 60 years. You cannot tell me I'm the first one who thought of Penny Parker. I think that would be an interesting storyline to go with. Also, like, what if Harry Osborn was the one who got bit by the spider instead of Peter? Then the battle between Spider-Man and Green Goblin is a fight between father and son. That would be very interesting, to say the least. I gotta stop talking. I don't feel bad. It's just that too much. I gotta take it easy. Too much moving around gets me woozy. Too much talking gets my throat sore. But the point is, I made a multiverse storyline, and it's the first new addition to Oscar's life since in over a decade. And so, part of me's thinking this is a really good storyline, and I get to show people what a multiverse should look like, at least in my opinion. And I'm like, I don't know. Here's the thing: there will be no comic books coming out this year, but I will be working on that storyline. Like I've got it all plotted out. Those of you who don't know, I'm an outside in thinker. I come up with the big picture, and then I fill in the details that make the big picture work. So my first draft can be as little as one sentence. Next thing you know, that one sentence turns into a novel. So I'm gonna be working on that storyline, and I might at least reach out to a few people and do a little bit of research. Because I think that would make a hell of a graphic novel. And I really like the idea of people seeing the ending that I had in mind. Because I think that's the thing that frightens me the most. That the story, that my life ends before the story ends. And people don't get to see the ending that Oscar deserved. So, like, fuck it, why not just go ahead and skip to the ending? But, like, that's neither here nor there. That's just kind of what I'm thinking right now. That's what's on my mind. Meanwhile, I'm gonna eat some pizzas, and my cable's down, so I've just been on D plus marathoning. I almost said Deadpool. No, Daredevil. But you know what? If there was a Deadpool TV show, I would be on that shit. Anyways, I am in the process of publishing my next book, Just Shy of Serenity. It will come out in September. It'll probably be. There's a good chance it'll be finished before summer comes, but it should. I'm planning for a September release. It just feels like a fall kind of book to me, and it's my first full-length novel. The other two were short stories, and the first one was just an autobiography. So look forward to that. I'm currently working on two projects right now. One of them a fantasy and one of them a superhero thing. And you're like, wait, you're writing a novel about superheroes? Why isn't that a comic book? It's because of the specific story I'm telling. It, I'll get into that later because that one's not coming out till 2026. Anyways, yeah, that's just letting y'all know I'm alive and I'm putting in work. And my stomach is really growling, so I'm just gonna turn this off until the next time you see me, which honestly probably won't be till 2023. My name's been Nathan Lyle. Hope you have a great day, week, month, year. I'll see you when I see you.